Hello, and welcome to Studio 58A. Helen Keller once said the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Today with me in studio are two visionaries who see a better life for themselves despite their disability. Welcome to Studio 58A live on Facebook. I'm your host, Vanessa Silvera, and of course, Studio 58A is the discussion program of the Jamaica Information Service, and we are at 58A Halfway Tree Road. We have Sherlette Black. Could you get Sherlette some water, please? So we have Sherlette Black, who is a public figure. She's also a student, promoter. Promoter is Sherlette.
Yes.
All right. So yes, you're also a promoter. You're also a massage therapist, and you have plans of becoming a teacher.
Yes.
You're also a festival song finalist.
Yes.
All right, but we'll talk about that a little later. Beside her is Tonika Williams. She's also a student, motivator, and marketing manager of Ancient Hands. But we'll also talk about that a little more later on. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you very much, Vanessa.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get right into it. But before we do, remember to our audience, write your questions and comments below so that we can join in the discussion together. If you have questions, post them below the video and we will field it to our guests who will answer as best as they can. And while you're here, share with a friend. So let's start. Who are we starting with? Ladies? Sherlette, were you born blind?
Sorry. Yes, I was. I was born visually impaired.
All right. So are you now blind or you're...
I'm still visually impaired.
All right, good. And Tonika, you were not born blind.
No, it was caused by a doctor, which can't be mentioned on air, but it was caused by her.
All right. I can't hear. All right, good. So, Sherlette, talk to me about growing up. What was it like growing up visually impaired?
Okay. Well, I was grown up in the country, the parish of Trelawney, with a whole lot of siblings. I didn't know that I was really visually impaired until I went to the school for the blind where I saw other children. Sorry. But because what happened when growing up, my mother, she involved everybody in chores. And so I learned to know how to look the woods. I learned to carry water. And I learned to cook, clean the house, and looked after the little ones. So, and running up and down and get beating too. Yes. My stepfather was a very strict man.
All right, and Tonika, talk about growing up visually impaired.
Well, for me, as I said, it was a doctor who caused my visual impairedness. But despite that, I was able to achieve. I did not go to school for the blind like Sherlette and other persons, but I managed in the prep school system, regular prep school and high school system, and I did not know Braille. I went to the St. Jude's Preparatory School and the Queen's Prep, and then I went to the greatest Arden High School.
The greatest. You keep saying you can't make those statements without having evidence to back it up. Yeah. But we'll move on.
We are the best. With God as guide, we see the best. So, and I passed my CXC and my CAPE, and I'm at university accomplishing. When I was in high school and prep school, I had personal assistants to assist me in taking notes, receiving work, and all those stuff. It was hectic, but I managed a lot.
All right. So, Sherlette, you were not part of the traditional school system, while Tonika, you went to Queen's.
It was hectic,
and Arden.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about the difference between the two. Let's start with you, Tonika.
difference between
being in the traditional system as opposed to going to a school for the blind.
Oh, okay.
Do you think you benefited from being in the traditional system as opposed to going to, for example, Salvation Army School for the Blind and Visually Impaired?
Well, I would have benefited more at Salvation Army because I would have learned the rudiments of being independent, the braille machine. So when I go to high school now, I wouldn't have had these persons assisting me. So I would have benefited from Salvation Army, but I benefited a lot in the high school system because I was able to train myself. And on top of that, my personal assistant, Miss Yannick Price, a former at St. Josephite, she was the one who taught me how to be independent. And my parents, but I have to give big ups to her. I mean, she's my tower of strength. And I love her so much, and I hope to see her on Saturday.
All right, Sherlette, you're saying that you went to Salvation Army School for the Blind. Tonika is saying that she would have benefited if she had gone to a school specialized for the blind and visually impaired. How do you feel about that? Do you think you would have benefited more if you were in the traditional school system?
No.
All right, explain.
I wouldn't have, because first and foremost, I was not able to read print. So going to the Salvation Army School for the Blind allows me to read and write braille, and when we transcribed it into print, it is the same thing. So I realized that I wasn't missing out. Also, after going to the school for the blind, then you were allowed to integrate into the high school system. Though I was never integrated, but I was given a chance. Again, peer pressure, other student would say that and that, you're going to spend another time here and that. So when I grew up, I went to different colleges, however yes. So, but I benefited, and that's my first university, the Salvation Army School for the Blind.
All right, let's talk about university, because you're both students at different schools, at different institutions. Which school do you go to, Tonika?
I am at the University of Mona studying entrepreneurship.
All right. And Sherlette, which school do you go to?
Well, okay. Now, or you want more school?
No, which school do you go to now? What program are you involved?
The Michael University.
What are you studying?
Guidance and counseling.
Did you always want to be a guidance and counseling teacher or a teacher?
Sorry, but well, I have a passion for children, and I've always wanted to be a teacher, but more so to help. So even if I'm not teaching, I'm teaching, if you know what I mean.
No, explain.
Like, yes, I will be. I'm always having to encounter with children, talking to them as this leader, this mentor for them. And because, as I said earlier, that I had to look after my siblings and show them the difference between right and wrong, it makes me wanting to be this kind of person, a teacher, a leader, and just who I am, so anywhere I go, I will consider myself. So it's more a leader aspect, than...
You feel you belong in the school system?
Yes, I feel, yes. I feel like the school, needs persons like me, because even when I'm on the buses, because I take the buses every day, so the children would be behaving badly, and I would say to them, hey, but especially when I'm in my uniform, because, Michael is known for wearing uniforms, and they would see me, my badge, they would say, yes, miss, no, miss, and I'm like, yeah, God help the queen.
All right, and why did you choose entrepreneurship, Tonika?
Well, this day and age, it's about business, and the economy all over the world is really tight. So we all have to find ways and means to make more money, invest in more opportunities. So I am trained in the entrepreneurial world to make more money, to create that product, create/innovate that product or services or service. It is the word innovation is defined by Peter Drucker, that you get that skill of creating, analyzing to create that product or service. So that is where I step in. Back in high school, I used to sell Brinky and Snowmint, the biscuits. So, from that, it just stem on from there to be that businesswoman, whether to manage a business or to create that product and service. And I have my business coming up very soon. My new business will be coming up soon. It's called Young Minds Entrepreneurial Consultancy. That is where I will train new venture operators to create their product, to or be that mentor for them in order to have their business set up, or even the existing business, to advise them on how to let their business remain in a good condition. So that's the entrepreneurial world.
Kind of like a new business coaching, entrepreneur coaching.
Right. Like the innovators,
Okay, so when can we look out for that?
Within 2-3 years' time, and I have my book coming out very soon.
All
Think
right.
on the bigger picture.
So writer, entrepreneur, coach, everything. All right, Sherlette, let's skip over to you though. You've accomplished much yourself. Mm-hmm. You are a massage therapist.
I'm also an entrepreneur in Vanessa, and I don't want to leave that out because I was always an entrepreneur.
We're getting there because you are doing very big things, especially on Saturday. But we'll get there. Let's talk a little bit about your journey as a festival song finalist. In 2015, you placed third in the JCDC Jamaica Festival Song Finals. Tell me about it.
Oh, it was indeed a journey, because when we realized that we lost the glory of the sound of the festival, if you listen to the song again, it will tells you why I went. And when throughout the years after about 2009, we lost it. And I sat down in 2014. I was sick though with a chickpea, and I was on my bed and I could hear the sound in my head. And so I said, Chum, I can't bother. No bother me. It's like I was saying to somebody. But then I kept hearing the sound.
The sound of what?
Of the song in my head. So I got up and I said to my cousin, who is also blind, pass my braille, gimme. That's a braille machine. We call it braille. I'm going to write the festival song because I kept hearing it. And so I could not walk off because I had the chickpea. So I started writing. And writing until when I went to Sydney Thorpe, that's my producer. I said, listen to this. I'm about to enter the festival. And he says, oh, let me hear it. And he listened and he said, yes, man. Let's go now. We are going to the studio.
So give us a piece of what he heard when he listened to. If you joined us earlier, you would have heard us playing it in the background. Are you able to give us a piece for persons who did not join earlier?
It's give me back my sweet festival sound. Come on, everybody, come jump around. Give me back my sweet festival sound. We no want nobody come take with the clown. Give me back my sweet festival sound. Come on, everybody, come jump around. The other day, look how we feel when we catch the chickpea. But when it come to a festivity, Jamaican people know say we feel irie.
All right. So, and this was out of your own experience with the chickpea?
Out of my own experience.
All right. So we'll try to play that a little later.
Yes.
In fact, let's find it now. See if we can play it. All right. Give me back my sweet festival song. Is it song or sound? Give me back my sweet festival sound by Princess Black. Of course, we know it's Sherlette Black. And I think this is a good way for us to segue into Saturday's event. But if you've just joined us, we are speaking with Sherlette Black and Tonika Williams. They are both visually impaired ladies and they are doing great things. They're entrepreneurs, they're students of life and students and university level students. They are also, one is a promoter, marketing manager, that's Tonika, and we have massage therapist and entrepreneur, Sherlette Black. So we are talking about your entrepreneurial ventures. What's happening on Saturday?
Okay, so on Saturday will be the launch of Ancient Hands. Ancient Hands is very dear to me. When I was at the Hart College of Beauty Services, training as a massage therapist, I remember one day my instructor says to us that someone who feel like ancient hands, old hands. I love it. And little did he know that he was giving me a name for my business.
And this business is a massage. It's a massage therapeutic clinic.
Clinic, right?
And you also will be selling.
Yes, the products that goes along with your massage, with the look, and the feel. So you think you're here, can get into problem, you can just stop by Ancient Hands. Just about anything, your face, your whole body structured, we are here to fix you. Because like when I was little, and we would have flu, my mother would put her hand on us, give it a good old moringa and all those things. And by the next day, we are better. So her hands obviously was Ancient Hands and still is because she's around. And I believe I will take that trend along with my training as a massage therapist.
Of course, yes. You equate Ancient Hands with healing hands.
Yes, because what I say, healing starts with Ancient Hands.
All right, Tonika, you are marketing manager for Ancient Hands.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Saturday. Is it free? Is the event free? Tell us where it's going to be. So where will the event be?
All right, so the event will be at the St. Peter and Paul Church. The main aim of this launch and fair is to show Jamaicans that despite the challenges we face, despite our disability, yes, we can, yes, I can, yes, Sherlette can, yes, Ancient Hands can. So come on out. It's a fun-filled family festivity. We will have the launch in the morning where we educate and edutain the Jamaican public about entrepreneurship, about having that entrepreneurial mindset. We will have main guest speakers, of course, the CEO and very own Miss Sherlette Black, speaking about the benefits of massage, the importance of massage, what it does to your body, how it relaxes your mind and soul. We will be having Dr. Knife to speak about how to write a business plan, a business model. Miss Crystal Day from Daylight International, speaking about that entrepreneurial mindset, how to brand yourself. And Mr. Wilbert Williams, our very own, a member of the blind community, he will be speaking about the technology perspective in a business field from a blind person's perspective. We'll be also having the National Culture Group for the Blind, who they will come into to serenade us with a sweet sound, just to meditate that reflection. And in addition, for the fair now, which is from 1 to 4, we'll be having different companies on location showcasing their products and services. For instance, we'll be having NCB, Honey Bun, Wild Rides Party Rental, the Mono Entrepreneurial Service and Commercialization Center, our sponsors Cal's Food, and of course our very own Ancient Hands. We'll be having gifts from Confidence. We will also having free eye testing from the Vision Center by the Jamaica Society for the Blind will be there as well. Free HIV pap smear testing by the Jamaica AIDS Support Unit, and we'll be also having Cool 97 FM broadcasting live from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on location. So come on out. Registration of $1,000 for adults and children over 12, and children under 12 $300. Snow cone on sale, popcorn on sale, cotton candy, bounce about will be there for the kids, Party King and Wild Ride. So come on out, lunch on sale, have fun, carry your blankets if you want. We have trees for you to lie down and cool out. It's a fun-filled family festivities. Also, massage will be done at a cost of $500. Neck and shoulder, Miss Black will tell you more about that. But come on out, everybody, have fun, take your blanket, take your children, take the old people, take your granny, take the elderly. Come on out. No weapons allowed, no vending allowed, but come on out and have fun.
All right, and there will be a gate prize.
Yes, a gate prize for the first 60 persons who come and register get a prize.
You want to tell us what that prize is, or is it a
Surprise.
secret?
Surprise.
No, we can't tell everything.
You can't
But
tell.
we want them to come. The first 60 persons, of course, they are in luck to get that
Prize.
first 60 prize.
All right, and you said you start at 9 a.m. The 9 a.m. is the launch.
9 to
and
12.
9 to 12 is the
Yes.
launch,
And
and then at
1
1 o'clock you're going to be having
The fair.
The fair.
1 to 4.
All right, 1 to 4 on the lawns of St. Peter and Paul Church.
nice.
That's this Saturday, July 21st. All right, let's move on. You are both members of organizations that deal with the disabled community. You are part of the Jamaica Society for the Blind. So Sherlette, you're part of Jamaica Society for the Blind.
Yes.
You're also part of the Jamaica Council for Persons with
Yes.
Disabilities and the Combined Disabilities Association.
Yes.
While Tonika, you are a member of the Jamaica Society for the Blind.
And the Office for Special Student Services located on UA campus.
Look, okay, UA Mona campus.
Yes.
All right. Do you find that being members of these societies help?
Help in terms of support?
Yes. Do you find support from being part of these organizations? If so, how do you find support? I think I'll start with Tonika.
Well, for me, let me just say that it was Dr. Hicksfeld Douglas who started the legacy of allowing persons with disabilities to come on the campus to pursue their further education. And then came on Dr. Senator Floyd Morris. And we have other personnel from the blind, visually impaired and physical community who came on board and became students. So we have an office for special students where they come to that office, they get their exams done there, they get volunteer assistance to and from classes. The administrators, Ms. Shamali Cardoza and Ms. Bernadette McPherson, they are the administrators there. Also, they speak to the lecturers and let them know and say, hey, we have a student here. Please make proper preparations for he or she. A letter is given to them and we are allotted 15 extra minutes to an hour for examination related purposes. So UWI Mona has expanded and we appreciate them for allowing the disabled community to rise above the challenges, because people, we need work, we need a degree, we need to go out there and get jobs. So back in the day,
create jobs.
Yes, back in the day, persons used to lock away people with disabilities, especially the disabled community. I mean, especially the physical challenge ones. And it has got to stop. But now we are rising above our challenges. Jamaicans need to give us a chance, help us. But, we are creating jobs. And one day we're going to employ that same person.
Yeah.
So people, get with the program and look out for us. Watch out for this, as Busy Signal will say.
All right, and you made a very critical point about the advocacy that that helps you students, you community of students on the
Yes.
campus.
Right.
So one of the roles of these organizations is advocacy.
Right.
Sherlette, what else? How else do you find that being a member of these organizations help?
I would have said the same thing. Advocacy, because and then yes, they more than likely they tried to do their best and advocate for us, like the Combined Disabilities Association. You can call upon Gloria, that's Goff, and she is able to, do what she can for you. And at the Jamaica Society for the Blind also, they every day when persons becomes blind, they don't go anywhere else but to the Jamaica Society for the Blind, and that way they got we think that they have been very supportive in having these persons to rehabilitate them. Also, though, Vanessa, what you might not know, and this is also me, I am the president of the Visually Impaired Sisters in Action. That we too help people who are female blind and they don't know anything about this blind world. You're coming into a strange place. We again, I and my team, are there to support these women.
How?
By helping them to understand first and foremost, what is blindness and how you are going to cope with the blindness. And how you can still cope when you were not blind. It's just one thing have changed, is that the sides has been covered with a curtain. And that curtain is curtain called blind. But you are normal. You're a woman. You can still get married. You have your children. Make money.
You can go out, get your credit card.
Because my mother gave me a middle name that I think is kind of wrong. She should have given my name with an M. That's where you make money. And nothing has changed.
So wait, I'm sorry. You're saying that your mother should have named you Money?
Yes.
All right then. So you are advocating and you are basically helping others who are blind and visually impaired see the world in a better way.
In a better way.
With all the possibilities that are out there. Both of you doing the very same thing.
Yes.
So for persons who are listening, how can they get in touch with either you and your organization, Sherlette? Also, we are going to be giving the numbers for these organizations, the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, as well as the Jamaica Society for the Blind.
Yes.
So yes, how can they contact you?
Well, they can contact me at 774-1438. And if they call and don't get me, just please to leave your message. It is very important for me to get it. And I must make mention quickly, Vanessa, that I'm also employing people like Tonika, and then other blind persons come on board. I can't fulfill everybody, but my aim is to drop it out there for my blind folks. They need work, and I'm going to make sure, with the help of this noble country I sing about, help me to help these people, because no employer when they hear say you're blind, it's not so feasible at all.
It's not.
So I am going to be that one employer sitting in the same chair with my employers out there and say, hey, I am right here. So let my people free. They need work.
You raised an important point. What has been your experience searching for jobs as blind and visually impaired people?
It's very hard. I've been on the battlefield with resume after resume, because I went to Buffalo, New York, and studied customer service training in 2011. And it was when I had an accident, I was hit down right at the Matilda's Corners police station.
Wait, go again?
So I was coming from school one day, Garmix Academy here the art school when I was hit down. You know, went to Society for the Blind that day because that's one of our hangout spots. And
Jamaica Society for the Blind?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We do everything there. We socialize and everything. Sometimes we dated, but not done again.
All right, so you find, you build important friendships.
Yes, with lime.
All right, there's also a sports day that the Jamaica Society for the Blind has just to kind of bring visually impaired persons together.
And it rained out and 20 of us were there because I am a veteran. You know, so
you're a veteran JSB person.
Yes, so I'm always there.
Tonika, what about your experience?
Let me just say that.
So before I go though, and after I've been through that accident, I didn't want to go back to Garmick, so I went to Buffalo on a scholarship and got my training. And I came back, search down the whole place. No job. Although they read my resume and love it. But after that, they don't seem to love me. I must say that. But because how is it that I never... So that is also forced me to be my own boss then. And this time, my blind folks can take their resume to me. And I'm sure as long as I look through and I see the qualification, what did I say? See the qualification. They're going to get a job.
All right. So basically, when you were looking for jobs in the past, they would have seen your resume, liked it. All right. But then as soon as you got the interview and they realized that you were visually impaired.
And sometimes I was never called.
Okay.
And sometimes I was given an email saying, you're shortlisted, but so and so.
Okay, but you never quite made the cut.
Quite made it.
All right. Tonika, what has been your experience?
Let me just say that Jamaica is a nice place to live, but work is here, and we, the persons in the disabled community, need jobs, and people have to understand that we are capable of doing the work. The economy is really tight. I mean, if you research about Taiwan and New Zealand and those countries, they are making their own money right now. They are using garbage and other these styrofoam boxes to make products for themselves, and they're making shoes and bags and all these things in order to create an income. I went to a job fair at the UE Mono, and I was interviewed, and I got called for a second interview at a company, and they said I was shortlisted, and they said they'll give me a call, and up to now I have not got this call. And I was very excited in getting the job.
Do you know why you were never called? Did they say?
They didn't say, but the gentleman said that, girl, I wish I had that confidence like you. Right? And I said, okay, then this may be a big plus. And I called back the manager, and she said that she'll call it back. She's waiting on the bigger head managing team, and I haven't got a call back. So I don't know what may be the case, but thank God for this job from Ancient Hands, and I'm really glad for this opportunity. And Miss Black looked at my resume, and I got the job. So I'm doing the best I can to ensure that Ancient Hands fly high like a eagle, so like the dove. So I'm encouraging other persons with disabilities to get up, stand up for your right. Don't give up the fight. Do what you have to do, make that money, invest in the opportunity, go to Sagicor, go to NCV, go to JN and say, hey, I want an investment, help me.
You know, Vanessa, one of the push is that I am on the road every day. And I saw where we have a lot of persons in this sweet word. I looked it up the other day, but it refers to begging. And even me, I used to be on the buses when I could not find jobs. But I sing. And when I sing, I would say to people, this is the way how I am surviving. But then I say to them, this is not supposed to be the way. Because I would say to them, a job is what I wanted. And then when I saw that everything was crushing, I'm like, no. But I need a skill, and then I went. And I got it, and still waiting on the spouse to call me, waiting on the hotel, still to no avail. I said, no, man. Something must be wrong, but it's not the Bible. And so I got up, and this is where we're at, you know. And I want to also send a message to my blind folks out there. I'm talking to other persons with disability, but more so on the blind. That one thing for certain too, you should be able to be mobile, in that you should be able to navigate your way around using the cane properly, know how to take the buses, because sometimes the money hard to find taxi fare, you know. So you must know that. So if the boss say if you come to work, even me, I mean say if you come to work, I'll do you blind, I'm me blind, you must know how to get there. It's work.
So your physical disability isn't an excuse to be unprofessional.
Should
basically.
not be. Because I told people when I'm on the bus and say, why is she happy, you know, when like me, I'll laugh with my friend. So I make them know that, listen, man, phone no problem is my privilege, you know, and those are the things, you know.
All right.
And I encourage these stakeholders, these big investment companies, Guardian Life, Sagicor, Scotiabank, Jamaica National, to come on board and assist the disabled community who want jobs, who want to invest in your company, who want to have accounts, whatever it is, especially insurance. Health insurance is a big plus for us. In order to get insurance, we have to work for it. So if you can come up with a plan that can help us to get help, because health is your responsibility. So come on board with us and help us find the way. Lime Flow, Digicel, Carousel, we need Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Health is wealth.
All right, so you're just calling out you're making a broad appeal for sponsorship. What I'm hearing though critically is one way to change the culture as persons with disabilities is to innovate.
Yes.
So that you can create opportunities for your fellow members in the disabled community.
That's my aim. My biggest aim is to work and help my fellow blind people. I love the disabled, but I have a passion for blind persons. And did you know, Vanessa, I went back to my mother and I said to her, thank you for making me blind, you know.
Thank you for making me blind. You thanked your mother for making you blind? I don't understand.
Yes, I'm going to let you understand.
Okay.
When I was born, she says, because she saw that I could see somewhat a color and, you know, she didn't want to do the operation on my eyes. So she said, no, son, my baby, I go blind. You know, but then of all the 13 children, I told her that you got a gift, because I know that I wanted to help my other blind friends, and if I wasn't blind, I wouldn't probably not look. But I got this drive for them. So I thank her, and God knows why she didn't do it until I was 15 years old. It was too late. You know, and to date, no regret. I must tell you, I would not make over myself. Though sometimes you say, boy, I wish I could see good, but me not stay with the wish too long, because me all right.
All right. We are about to wrap, but do you ladies have any final words you want to add? Tonika, let's start with you.
This quote is from Oprah Gayle Winfrey. Be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. If you're thankful for what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. So take those words into consideration. It's a powerful thought. I use it a lot. So whether you have a disability or not, whether you are employed or not, be thankful and just give God the praise and always help out those who are in need.
All right. Sherlette?
So I would say, don't be a prisoner of your past, but be the future of tomorrow. And make sure that the goal that glistens, although they say all that glitter is not gold, with you in mind and what you have to do, make it your personal goal, so that way it will glisten. So let it be a sunshine beaming for all of us. And to the stakeholders out there, as I said earlier, that I'll be having meetings with you. I'll be sitting where you sit. So look out for Sherlette Black, CEO of Ancient Hands.
All right, these ladies who are motivated by their challenges, turning their disability into opportunity. Thank you so very much, Sherlette Black, for coming and talking with us. She is CEO of Ancient Hands. She's also student, promoter, massage therapist, and 2015 Jamaica Festival Song third place finalist. Also, thank you to Tonika Williams. She is also the marketing manager for Ancient Hands. She is also a promoter, motivator, and student. Remember, if you have questions when the show ends, please drop it in the comment box. We'll seek to get it to you. Just want to give you the numbers for the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities. You can call them at 876-968-8373. We'll get the number for the Jamaica Society for the Blind shortly. And they have a range of scholarships and other grants and opportunities to help you if you are living with a physical challenge or other kinds of disabilities. 927-6757 is the number for the JSB. Of course, you have to put 876 before it. So that's 876-926-6757.
927.
All right. Oh, actually, sorry. Let's go again. 876-927-6757. That's Jamaica Society for the Blind.
Mm-hmm.
And JCPD is 876-968-8373. It is time for us to wrap, but thank you so very much, ladies, for coming.
See you guys
You're
Saturday.
welcome.
And talking to us. They will be launching Ancient Hands. It is a massage therapeutic clinic, and they will be selling beauty products. Body for the body and for the mind. Who knows?
Quickly, I just want to pick up the Diva team.
The Diva team.
Yes. Who always have my back. Sabrina, Jason, Chantel, Agent. My sisters, Malika and Aika. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Daddy. Grampy. Everybody who supports Diva. Diva means D, determined, I, independent, V, vibesy, and A, awesome. So that's what I'm known as. Everybody.
Oh, and you're the Diva.
Yeah, I'm the Diva.
All right. So you should come out on Saturday to see the Diva at the launch of Ancient Hands. It's a launch and a fair.
Yes.
The launch takes place at 9 o'clock and the fair is later down at 1 p.m. at St. Peter and Paul Church. That's on Old Hope Road.
And before you wrap, I just want to say hello to my grandmother. She's 87 years old. She's one of my best friends.
What's her name?
Her name is Lynette Marriott.
Hello, Grandma Merritt.
And Grandma Gordon, who's resting in peace. May her soul rest in peace.
Just want my family to know I love you.
All right.
Everybody.
All right. So clearly this is greetings from across JIS.
Yes.
Remember free...
Hi, Auntie Enthros.
Okay. That's Enthros Campbell, our Deputy CEO.
And Auntie Lorraine and
all right.
Auntie,
all right. We're just going to say hi to the entire JIS right now.
Right.
Remember free tests. On Saturday, we have HIV tests, eye tests, pap smears as well. And that's the launch of Ancient Hands. And of course, they'll be having a fair later. Thank you so very much, Sherlette. Thank you, Tonika, for coming and sharing with us.
AKA Diva.
They both seem to be divas in their own right. And of course, they are turning their disability into opportunity. Thanks for joining me. Remember to watch and share. Until next time, I've been your host, Vanessa Silvera, and this has been Studio 58A Live.